At sa mga oras po na ito, mga kabombo, ay muli po natin na makakausap at makakapanayam. Walang iba kundi si Sir Lito D. Viterbo. Isa po nating kababayan, isa pong mountaineer at environment advocate regarding dito po sa ginawa nga po niya na paglalakad mula norte hanggang dulo po ng bansang Pilipinas. At eto nga po, nakamit eto pong Guinness World Record sa nabanggit po na kategorya. At sa mga sandali po na ito ay makakasama po natin sa ating linya si Sir Lito D. Viterbo. At kamustahin po natin, syempre dahil nakamit nga niya yung target na Guinness World Record na pinakamabilis na taong tumawid, nilakad po ang buong Pilipinas. Unang-una po sa lahat, binabati po natin na isang mapagpalang magandang araw sa Sir Lito. Live po kayo napapanood at napapakinggan sa ating programang Bombahan ni Dugto. Nakakasama niyo si Bombo Justin Fontanilla Rosete. Congratulations, Sir Lito.
Yes, magandang hapon po, Ma'am Justin, and thank you for inviting me this afternoon. And good afternoon to all your televiewers.
Ayan, kung matatandaan po natin na si Sir Lito, una niyang pinuntahan, naging pinag-umpisahan ng kanyang paglalakad dyan po sa may Pagudpud, Ilocos Norte,
Pagudpud.
hanggang sa may Tinaca Beach, Saglan, Sarangani Province. Sa loob po yan, if I'm not mistaken, 147 days. Sama po ba, Sir Lito? 147 days?
Exactly 147 days, 1 hour, 39 minutes, 53 seconds.
Mula
That's
February
the exact-
9 hanggang July 6.
That's February 9 to July 6, 2025. So more than 3 months ago, I completed the journey on July 6, and I got the confirmation from Guinness 3.5 after I completed the attempt. So I got it on October 22, 2025, last week lang. So nakuha ko yung the confirmation, the news that it was approved by the Guinness World Record.
So, Sir Lito, ano naman yung nararamdaman nyo ngayon? Kasi finally, though hindi naman yung makamit talaga yung Guinness World Record, yung pinakalayunin ng ginawa po ninyong paglalakad, kundi para maipabatid sa
Yes.
public, yung inyo pong
Yes.
goal o yung inyo pong layunin na yun nga, leave
Yes.
no trace.
Opo.
The man, sabi nga, live with no trace sa mga pinupuntahan po at yung eto nga, pangangalaga sa ating kalikasan. So, sa ngayon, ano po yung nararamdaman nyo? Kasi bukod po sa naikot po ninyo ang buong Pilipinas by foot na hindi yan basta-basta nagagawa ng kahit na sino, and talagang kailangan ng preparation, nakamit nyo pa itong Guinness World Record, Sir Lito.
Yes, it's just a fulfillment on my part. But actually, when I stepped on Tinaca Beach on July 6th, I would describe it as bittersweet. Bitter because you're going to end the journey, which is fun, it was fun meeting people, but of course, melancholic. I wouldn't say sad, but it's more of melancholic kasi matatapos yung journey, and of course, there's a sense of fulfillment that you're able to complete the journey. Pero the highlight of my journey was the promotion of environmental awareness. So ito yung dala-dala ko from day 1 up to day 148 na I promote environmental awareness and outdoor ethics. Being a mountaineer, I'm exposed to the outdoors, and it has become my advocacy to promote Leave No Trace, which I would define as a set of guidelines that allows us to minimize our impacts to the environment, allowing us to enjoy the outdoors responsibly. So pwede namang maglakad, maglakbay, nang hindi sinisira ang mga pinupuntahan. So just follow the preparations, and when we find some place, wag po nating i-damage. Let's leave those places the way we found them, and better, siguro mas maganda kung if we leave them better the way we found them. So, pag pumunta, huwag po tayo mag-iwan ng basura, huwag nating i-vandalize yung mga lugar, at syempre, magandang ugali ang pakita natin when we visit place. Yeah. So, yun po yung naging highlight ng aking paglalakbay. Tapos, syempre, at the same time, gunning for the Guinness record, which we were able to achieve naman.
Sir Lito, sa buong journey po ninyo, na ginawang paglalakad, meron ka bang ma-share na masasabi mong remarkable na experience mo sa buong journey mo sa loob ng 147 days sa buong bansa, Sir Lito?
I think I would say that remarkable would be when I held these Leave No Trace workshops. I conducted Leave No Trace workshops during my rest day. Kasi tumitigil din po ako. Hindi yan dire-diretso. There are days that I take day off. So during my rest days, I conduct Leave No Trace, which were organized by local organizations, LGUs, school, or local mountaineering community, local mountaineering groups. Tapos pagdaan ko, then I come in as the resource speaker. Yun yung magandang bagay and I would say remarkable thing that happened during the journey. Plus, number 2 would be yung the send-off na ginawa ng Pagudpud. When I left Pagudpud, they gave me a formal send-off. I attended the flag ceremony, and when I left the municipal hall of Pagudpud, the send-off, I was joined by an entourage of police and army hanggang sa boundary ng Pagudpud. And the same thing happened sa dulo. Sa Glan naman, pagdating ko doon sa boundary ng Glan, may naghihintay na doon na 2 police escort which were planned to accompany me during my 4-day traverse of the whole town of Glan. Kasi 4 na araw akong nag-traverse ng Glan. So pagpasok pala ng border ng Glan, mayroon na akong security escorts which were arranged prior pa sa aking arrival. So actually, nakamonitor na yung Glan sa akin bago pa man ako dumating doon. So those are the things that I would say remarkable things happened to me. The conduct of the Leave No Trace workshops along the way, which were actually the planned things that were part of the journey, and of course, the 2 towns that became two important parts of the journey, Pagudpud Town and the town of Glan in Sarangani. Yun. And of course, yung mga kaibigan kong sumama rin sa akin, there are places where some friends, some mountaineers would join me. So may mga mountaineers na sumasama sa akin sa paglalakad. And minsan, oras lang, minsan kalating araw. The longest was 4 days ang nagsumama sa akin during the journey. So they joined me, sabay kaming lakad. So those are really remarkable parts of the journey.
Siyempre kapag may mga remarkable na mga experiences, ano naman yung masasabi mo na naging hamon o sabihin natin na medyo nahirapan ka doon sa kabuuan ng journey, Sir Lito?
Right. Basically, I always say this is the safety. The personal safety. You know that I knew that I was going to walk across the Philippines at may mga lugar na walang tao. May mga lugar na isolated. So safety was my main concern. It's not really the physical because I prepared for this physically. So yun yung safety. Every second, every hour, every time that I'm out on the streets walking or on the road or the highway walking, ang safety ko lagi ang iniisip ko. Kasi, you know, you'll never know. Baka bigla na lang may humarang sa'yo sa kalye or in isolated areas, merong umabang sa'yo, right? So, ito yung malaking hamon, I would say, na I think I was very cautious as far as my safety is concerned. Pero otherwise, wala naman. I wouldn't say the hot sun, it's very hot. Ang init, lalo na sa Luzon, from Ilocos Norte hanggang Pampanga, ang init. Tapos, nung nasa Visayas na ako, tag-ulan naman. These are the things na masasabi nating obstacles at medyo mahirap. Pero with preparations that I did, I knew that I was going to be in a hot situation and I knew that aabutan na din ako ng tag-ulan. So, pag dumating yun, hindi siya issue. Go lang, lakad lang, painit, sige lang. Pag umulan, payong lang, diretso lang. It's not really a concern because I prepared for that. So, medyo go lang siya. It's really the safety that I was really concerned during the whole journey of across the Philippines. Yun po yung malaking hamon na naging nangyari. Yun.
Yeah, Sir Lito, ano naman yung feeling ninyo? Kasi, di ba, ang daming iba't ibang uri ng klase ng tao, all walks of life, yung nakasalamuha po ninyo sa inyo pong paglalakad. So, how does it feel na yun nga, pag meron akong mga nakitang mga video na kapag nakakasalubong kayo, na kinukuhaan kayo ng video tapos ina-upload sa social media.
Right.
So ano naman po yung
Yes.
nararamdaman nyo ngayon?
Yes.
Kasi parang instant celebrity si Sir Lito.
Yes, actually, the reception along the way
Mm.
was very positive. So,
Mm.
pagdaan ko, because I was wearing an all-red outfit, the whole
Aha.
throughout, talagang naka-all-red ako. It's
Mm.
basically for safety, para visible ako sa crowd. So, very positive yung reception ng mga tao sa crowd. So, when they see me, nag-invite for video, for selfie, yung mga vlogger, they invite me for a short interview, and I'm receptive to it naman. So,
Mhm.
so in this case, alam mo yung the appreciation of the people, yung they accommodate you.
Mhm.
Minsan, pag kumain ako sa karinderya, di na ako pinapabayad. Pag nalaman
Mm.
nila yung kwento. Pero kasi you have to make kwento kung anong meron.
Mhm.
Kasi they'll just surprise, sino ba itong naka-all-red outfit na to? But if
Ah.
you make, pag sinitinong sa kanila anong meron, then nagkakagulo na, positive gulo.
Mhm.
Picture, video,
Mhm.
and kwentuhan, anong meron, saan ako papunta. So, I would say it's been a really positive response, positive reception from the people that I met along the way.
Mhm.
Yun. So, yeah, very good experience. At wala naman akong encounter na medyo masamang. The worst that I met was, nagtanong ako sa mga laseng.
Aha.
So, when I realized na lasing yung pagtanungan ko, nag-excuse na ako. Sige po, tutuloy na po ako. You just have to get out of the situation. But,
Mhm.
hindi mo na kailangan i-confront yun. So, narealize kong malising pala yung pagtanungan ko.
Mm.
So, sabi ko, excuse me po, sige po, ako tutuloy na.
Mhm.
That's the worst thing that happened to me. Otherwise, wala namang nangyari sa akin na masama. I didn't get sick. And it's been a positive response, positive reception from the people who I met across when I walk across the Philippines.
Mhm. Sir Lito, if given a chance, meron pa bang or may target ka pa ba na makamit after nga nitong pagkakapili o kuha nga ng Guinness World Record na fastest sa paglalakad by foot? Meron pa bang mga plans para madagdagan yung Guinness World Record na ito, Sir Lito?
Right now, wala pang ibang Guinness record that I'm planning, but I'm planning a victory walk.
Ah.
So, I will retrace the route. Basically, parang uulitin,
Aha.
pero hindi sa diretso na. So,
Mhm.
I'll be doing a victory walk across the Philippines, starting in Sarangani, then going up to, baliktad naman. So, victory walk via a reverse mode, pabalik naman. Pero hindi siya yung dire-diretso na. And I'll be conducting, ganun pa rin, promote environmental awareness, and conduct some activities with the local government. And this is now in the planning stage, and this may start in 2026 siguro. So more of the objective is to go back, thank the people, thank the LGUs who supported me along the way, and of course, try to showcase the local tourism and enjoy the tourism spots. Kasi during my traverse, I never get to enjoy this good places kasi dire-diretso yung lakad ko.
Aha.
So this time, I go back to showcase and promote naman the local tourism.
Mhm.
So mainly to thank and to showcase the local tourism.
Sir
Yun.
Lito, update
Yun.
doon sa Guinness World Record, no?
Apo.
Meron bang natanggap na ng mga certificate o makapagkilala from the Guinness World Record regarding nga po dito po sa inyo pong paglalakad?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, I got the I couldn't have possibly published this one without the certification. The certification can be found on the website of Guinness. Go to website of Guinness and search fastest crossing of the Philippines on foot. I actually received a certificate from Guinness, but for the public, you can just go to Guinness website and search fastest crossing of the Philippines on foot. Pero yung dagdagan ng pangalan ko, Lito de Viterbo, para lumabas ka agad. Parang I'd like to say na, don't take my word for it. Go to the website of Guinness to verify, and yun nga, so that would be the proof. The website will be the proof because mismong Guinness ang nagsasabing they awarded the record to me. So, kaya pag nag-post ako lagi, ilalagay ko lagi yung website ng Guinness. Para go to Guinness for you to verify the record. That's the only way you can verify it um, by going to the website.
Okay po. Sir Lito, maraming salamat sa muling paglalaan po ng inyong oras sa ating palatuntunan. Mag-iingat po kayo and God bless po, sir.
At Ma'am Jessie, thank you very much. You've been there since my early days of the walk, di ba? We had the first interview in late Feb. Thank you very much. And nung dumaan ako ng Dagupan, ng Pangasinan, dumaan pa ako sa registration nyo.
Yes.
Thank you very much for the support, and I greatly appreciate that. At ngayon, tapos na. It's my way of giving thanks to Bombo Radio Dagupan and to you personally. Thank you very much for the support.
Yan. Maraming salamat, Sir Lito.